Right, he's taken me up on the ice bath. I'm gonna go in first, and then yeah, he's gonna give it a go. You want to film, Joe?
We're on. So Sam's gonna warm up the water for you.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm nervous just watching it, man.
Can't be that
it'd
bad.
make you really refreshed, man. Like,
Yeah,
on for a
yeah.
run up.
Right.
You're a fucking
You're up.
rig, bro. Look
You're
at you,
up.
Jesus.
Hey,
You're looking tiny around this, man.
Keep the arm out, probably. Left arm on me. Yeah, boy. God damn, that is cold.
Doing good.
Yeah, now you start to get a bit of a handle on it.
Yeah. Time passes so slow, bro.
It does. Nice, man.
Fuck me. Thank you for that, bro. That was fun.
Welcome to our world.
Yeah, dude, I'm well in it now. Shit.
There you go. Welcome back to the IAK Records podcast. It's episode 12. We haven't reached our goals yet, but we're in the process of doing that, and we wanted to inspire you guys to do the same thing and hopefully get out there and chase your own dreams. I'm very excited right now. We got a cool guest, Caleb. His name is. How you going, bro?
Good, bro. How are you?
I'm
Thank
good.
you for having me on.
No, not at all, man. I'm gonna be honest. We don't know. We've never met each other in person. I got you on socials, mutual friend through Jay, and I'm a fan of anyone that chases mental health and pushes mental health and is chasing their dreams and is open about that kind of shit. So that's why I wanted to get you on, bro. I appreciate you. And I don't even know you, like I said, but I can already tell that the vibe is similar and the mindset is similar. So I was like, let's just get on here and chop it up.
100%, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate you having me on. And wait, before we get into proper conversation, dude, I'm a fan.
Thank you, bro.
I've only had small run-ins with you online. We've had a few conversations. I know we have a mutual friend, but I'd actually never listened to any of your music. So I saw you release your new song.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I knew I was coming in to talk with you today, so I checked it out. Bro, you were talented, man.
Thank you, bro.
No,
Thank
really,
you.
I'm thoroughly impressed, bro. Like, I really am. So
Thank you, man.
I had to tell you that. I was holding that in the whole time until we started. But
Let's go.
No, you should be really proud of yourself, bro.
Yeah,
You're
and
very talented.
Likewise, bro. I wanted to give you some sort of an intro of like exactly what you do, but I wanted to also just let you do that because I don't know you too well. But is it your main vertical a streamer and a personality, and then that's what you want to do and what you want to be known for?
I would say I find video games fun.
Yeah.
I've played video games my whole life. Video games inherently are just a massive waste of time. So like, so I thought I'll put a camera on and try to entertain people while doing so. And from there, I was like, I feel like I'm not wasting as much time doing this. Like, this feels kind of productive.
Yeah.
And then from there, I guess I had a big pick up during COVID and kind of had a fair bit of traction. And then from there, just kept doing what I was doing. But I think I got more in touch with mental health, figuring out as I go. And then that's where I lead to now, where now I'm like very focused on mental health, very focused on fitness, which I never was before. Yeah. And then I also am dabbling still with gaming, and I still stream 5 days a week, but also I guess promoting you can be fit and outgoing and be confident and also be good at video games, because inherently video gamers have the stereotype of having a lot of anxiety, being quite unhealthy, depressed. Being a loser, and it's like I'm just trying to break that stereotype.
Yeah, fuck with that, man.
You gotta respect that.
That's what I try to do.
And I'm big on, like, my thing coming into hip hop as well and coming into music was I don't want to be that guy that's out at the parties drinking and smoking just because I'm in hip hop, you know, and I shouldn't feel like I need to. And there's definitely that pressure there where, like, when you want to be hip hop, from my perspective anyway, if you want to be considered hip hop, you used to have to be out there doing that shit, and I just wanted to be like, nah, you can still be fit and you can still go out and have good mental health and be healthy, and then go home and make a hip hop song as well, you know?
100%,
so
bro.
I really
100%.
appreciate that you've like seen those two things and be like, no, you can have both. It's not one or the other.
Exactly right. Exactly right, man.
I wanted to get into the streaming as well. That fascinates me. You said 5 days a week you're streaming. So what does that look like? Run us through a day.
So I work full time as well. So I'm a disability support worker.
Yeah.
I work 6 days a week, but my hours are pretty slim because I work on the weekends as well. So I don't have to work super long hours, but I work enough to obviously pay rent and save and, you know, live like a normal person.
Yeah.
So I work from 10 till 5, and then from there I normally go to the gym and then come home and I stream for 3 hours a day.
Damn, bro.
I do that pretty much every day after work, and then I might have the occasional Friday or the Monday off or something, and then on the weekends I'll stream longer hours because tournaments are on, and I try to compete in every Fortnite tournament I can, and they bring more viewers, so I stream normally for like 4 to 5 hours on a Saturday or a Sunday.
Yeah. That's like the place to be.
Yeah, I guess it's pretty cool. Like, you love playing video games, you turn that camera on, and now it's just like becoming this thing for you. And it's pretty cool that every time you get to do this thing you love doing, like, there's purpose and there's drive with it in that streaming aspect. So well done for finding that for yourself.
It enhances everything, Like, when you're passionate about something, but then you also link that into there's this Chinese, like, it's almost a bit of a religion where they say you need to link in what can make you money as what makes you happy and what you're passionate about. 100%. And if you can link those three things together, not only do each of the three things get better, but you're just going to be happier. You know?
100%, and I definitely agree with that. Like, nothing will ever compare to, like, I remember when I got monetized, hitting like my first 1,000 subs, I was like so stoked. And then when I finally got monetized, even though I was probably making nothing at the time, it was like, I'm eligible to make money. Like, I can't believe this. And then when I got my first paycheck, it was, bro, it would have been like $100. Like, nothing amazing. I was like, that's $100 for playing a video game that people spend hours a week or, you know, a year playing. And I was incredibly grateful.
Blows your mind,
It would have been something that people would have been saying it's not going to happen for you as well. So you just go, let's go, it's happening. This is the start. This is the first brick. Wait till I get this wall, sort of thing.
I'll keep your number on speed dial. Call you when I'm getting a check.
People definitely tried to like throw shade on me when I first started, and it did inherently cause a lot of problems in my life. But I was that determined. Like, I just woke up one day and was like, I was watching a YouTube video and was like, this guy is such a bad streamer, and I just know I'm more entertaining than this guy. Like no disrespect to them, they're
people
still huge,
that are worse are doing better.
Exactly. I'm like, I know I have it. Like, builds I can confidence. Do this. Yeah. So I woke up and like straight away was like 7 days a week, like into it.
Yeah.
And I was the same with the gym. Like, never been to the gym. Then was like, I'm sick of feeling like not happy with who I am.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start training. Then was like 5 days, bang, like straight away, and that's just how what my personality's like. If I want to do it, my life is consumed by that thing.
You're on. Yeah. It's a good way to be, man. And I think that people should push themselves to be like that a little bit more, you know, because if you did have that tendency just to go all in, like you said, it can build momentum and it can give you so much better feedback and positive feedback and build that, I don't know, just, momentum, I guess, again, that just keeps you moving with it. With your streams, bro, or when you're streaming, I don't have a Twitch account. I've only seen the YouTube videos, so I'm not quite involved in, I guess, the live process of it. Are you interacting with people that are on the stream and talking with them, but still just playing games? And is that how it works?
For the most part, yeah. So everyone knows me for Fortnite. Well, I've got my first original viewers from being a professional scooter rider.
Yeah.
That people were like, I guess they could relate to me more because I rode a scooter and I was a gamer.
Yeah.
And so I had a lot of people from scootering come over and originally start watching me.
Gotcha.
So I go live on Twitch. I stream on Twitch full time now. I have streamed on a few different platforms, but Twitch is where I like to stay right now. And people come in, they all have different usernames. They just type me messages while I'm playing, and I have on my other PC, there's like my chat and then like my alert box. So it just says if people follow, they donate, whatever.
Yeah.
I just answer questions. If something's stupid and they're trying to mess with me, I just completely ignore it. Like, you deal with those. And then so that's my Twitch chat. I'm just interacting. They're reacting to me doing something cool, or they're asking me questions, or they're just trying to troll me or whatever. Like, it's
sick,
I interact with them there, and then I also stream on TikTok simultaneously as well. So TikTok down the bottom, and then I have 2 different chat boxes, Twitch and then TikTok at the bottom, and I do that.
Okay. Is that hard to get set up? Sorry, bro.
There you go.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I think streaming inherently isn't like hard, but then when you start to lift your game, your quality becomes better. You want to do those simultaneous streams. It does become a little bit more complicated. Yeah. And it does cost a little bit of money, but
once you feel like the quality's there, it pushes you to do even more. So
if you're set that's what you want to do, it's worth the money.
Yeah. What were you going to say, bro?
Would you think that content, like mindset, that content, like avenue started back from the scootering?
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Because I knew I was never the best scooter rider, but I was good like at talking to kids. And,
Definitely weren't bad though.
No, I wasn't bad. No. But like
Yeah.
I wasn't never like a top tier pro.
Yeah,
Like I would compete with the pros and I would do well, but I never was like qualifying the worlds or anything like that.
Right. Yeah.
But I was trying to figure out what my niche was in it, and then I started making Insta clips.
Yeah.
Which was basically, instead of just uploading a single clip of you just doing a trick, I would edit everything to music, and then I would find some other random cool kid at the skate park who could do something and be like, I want to film you, and I'll tag you on my clip.
Yeah.
And I did that, and then my Instagram blew up because of that. And that's why
leveraging that.
I've lost like a bunch of followers, but when I was at my peak, I think I was on like around 15 or 16k.
Yeah.
And that was how I got my initial traction.
Gotcha.
And then I've just, same with gaming, I'm not a pro player. I'm good, but I stream and I talk about mental health and whatever crazy shit comes across my mind.
Just
like,
pops up. So we actually first started being good mates when we both rode scooters together in Bridgetown.
You rode scooters?
Yeah. So
No
we
fucking
rode
way.
for, I reckon, 4 or 5 years together.
Yeah, I remember.
And that was everything to us.
So
Yeah.
like the first sort of groups started hanging out with in year 6, I think it was. He's like, man, you look good in an Ultra Pro. The gold razors.
Yeah, so that was like,
Oh my God.
I still remember getting it for Christmas, man. And I think the reason I say that is because that is also what got us into the content. We used to do little edits, and we go home and then figure out how to do like the lens flare, the effects
dude.
afterwards, and that got us into content creation. And I haven't really ever stopped since then. Like I went to uni, but then I started making little music clips of me playing my loop pedal in my room, and then that turned into producing music, which then turned into making content around producing my music, and now we're here doing this.
Yep.
And it's cool to think that that's had such a scootering has had such a positive influence on so many people's lives.
I couldn't agree with you
Yeah.
more, bro. It really
Yeah.
has. Like, I think, like, I don't hang out with anyone from school now just because everyone's doing,
Their own
like,
thing.
they've left and gone into, like, whatever job they wanted to do, or they've stayed the same since high school. All my friends now I've kept through the scooter scene, and they've all, regardless of them not scootering as much anymore now, they've all gone on to do creative endeavors since.
There you
Like,
go.
all of them do
True,
something.
hey,
And that's something I love, man. Like, a lot of my friends, they've gone into music.
Yeah.
A few of the boys have started their own podcast. Some of them, a few of the boys want to start streaming now, or some of them have thought about doing YouTube. Like, they've all gone on and just done something creative, and I love being around creative people. And
brings out the best in you.
yeah, and all stem from scootering, bro.
Yeah, there you go.
That's nuts.
Yeah,
That
if
is
you really
cool.
think about it,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I mean, you know, most of my friends, like
Yeah.
it's
Where it's just a cool community, I guess, and you can trace it that far back, which is crazy. The biggest thing that actually brought my attention to you, to be honest, when looking at someone to get on the pod, was this whole mental health thing, bro.
Okay.
I'm really big on it, and I've always been trying to get people to be more open with it and more honest about it, and to incorporate it into their life, and to think about emotional intelligence rather than just what's the other one? Just intelligence, I guess, you know, like knowledge and being aware about yourself. How did that come about for you? Like, what made you think, right, I need to make this more of a openly known thing to people that I'm into that? And if there was one, you know, was there a moment?
I get you. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, there was a moment. I went through a really bad breakup.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think that really made me think, like, dude, your mental health is shit. Like,
Yeah,
you don't
gotcha.
actually, like,
Yeah.
you don't realize how badly, like, in touch you are with what's going on in your head.
Yeah.
You need to go and sort that out, because there were
Yeah.
blockages from things that had happened throughout my life or whatever that I didn't actually know how to overcome.
Yep.
So, went through a really bad breakup. That inherently got worse, but as soon as that happened, I straight away went and got a mental health care plan, which
Yep.
is free for anyone listening.
Yeah.
And started going to therapy once a week for like a year.
Good on you,
And
man.
I did
Yeah.
that, and then that was when I started getting into the gym.
Yeah.
And I took 3 months off streaming and YouTube completely, and did nothing but gym and therapy. Sorry.
Yeah, just worked on
then-
yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then that's what kickstarted it. But yeah, ever since then I've just
Yeah.
been massive on it. But yeah,
Yeah.
I guess you found the value and how much it helped you. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
And then you were like, people need to know about this.
100%.
Is that kind
Yeah,
of the
that's
idea, I guess, because you make content as well. It's like you want to incorporate that into your personality, right?
Super
yeah.
relatable for people too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think I feel very comfortable speaking about it to people, like face to face.
Yeah, yeah.
So I could just do this online because I don't really care what people think about me.
Yeah, yeah.
And then just started from there. posting mental health things or posting things on my story or speaking to people or whatever it was, and it just had a really good retention for like people coming to me saying good things about it, and then I felt good about like this shit thing that happened to me. I'm doing good things with it. Like I'm making a blessing out of a shitty situation. So no, that's how I started inherently.
Yeah. And just to bring it back a bit, when you had that realization of like, damn, my mental health is shit right now, was it you that pulled yourself out of that hole, or was it a close family member or a friend that was like, you're not doing as good as you think you are, bro? Or was that ultimately you that was like, no,
it was me.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people knew I was dealing with a bad breakup, so they didn't want to like say anything negative to me about like, you did this, like you need to figure it out.
Yeah.
But I was kind of like, when everything happened, I'm like, I'm going to go sort this out, and I'm just going to go fix whatever this problem is, or like get a better grasp on it and understand myself. And then like not long into that cycle was when I got diagnosed with ADHD and just became a lot more like self-aware as to like, this is why I feel this way. This is why I've always felt this disconnect with certain things, because I didn't even know I had ADHD until I was 24. So it just made me, I got myself out into it, and I was super scared, but I've learnt as I've gotten older that because I'm scared of something means I should probably give it a shot. And
you get that feeling that holds you back inherently, but then you learn to push into that feeling and realize that something positive is on the other side of that.
100%.
Yeah, bro, that's sick. And to go to kind of put the two together, I guess, with streaming and mental health, did you ever have any days where you were streaming and this is being broadcasted and you're like, I guess I'm trying to ask, have you had some really bad streaming days and just been like, this is not happening?
Terribly. Yeah, when I first got back into it, I couldn't be live for more than 40 minutes to an hour. I felt like, what are you doing, man? Like, what are you doing with your life? Like, are you like, I felt a lot of self-doubt. Like, I've never really felt as much self-doubt in myself, except for that during that period of time. And then, it was like that for a while until I eventually became medicated for my mental health, which I still am now, and that has helped me to stay focused and look at things more logically than emotionally. And I just feel so much more motivated towards everything I do now. Since I made that decision.
If it makes that switch, like you said, from emotional to logical, that's so good, hey? Because that's what keeps a lot of people out of it, is realizing that emotions aren't going to get you anywhere, and continuing to be emotional isn't going to get you anywhere, and action is the thing that's actually going to pull you out of it.
100%.
You know? So
100%.
Thinking about a thought isn't going to change the thought, but acting on a thought is going to change the thought. And I think that's where a lot of people make that mistake, and where they spiral downwards into just thinking about the thought continuously, and that hole's like so deep, isn't it, bro? You
couldn't be more right, man. That's exactly how it is.
Isn't it crazy that like you're either spiraling down through that emotion, otherwise you're like going up through that action? It's literally like a two-way.
There's no stagnant. There's no being static in that, and you're always in one direction or the other. And I think where the medication makes you think logically and makes you put actions into place, that's such a massive switch from just thinking about doing something.
100%, man. Like when I first got into fitness, I remember, because my mental health was so bad, and I was unmedicated for depression or anxiety at the time. Whenever I like stopped moving, I got depressed. So I started just running all the time. I was just always running, and I got fit fast, really fast. But I was still depressed. But I was like, this is a win. I'm fit and depressed. But like, it taught me a lot of self determination, and like, if I want to do something, I can do it. And
it that self-love too.
It gives you a lot of like that spark of self-love, and it builds this fire of like, you were upset and you did this. Imagine if you were happy and motivated and you went even more and I've just kept that ball rolling.
Competence builds confidence, you know, where you...
That's a good quote.
Yeah, man, where you need to have that feedback and that's why fitness is so good, bro, because you can be like, I could bench press 60 last week and now I can bench press 65. So that's only going to have a positive effect on you, because you're like, I just got a little bit better. And really, in the grand scheme of things, that means fuck all. It's like, who cares? You can bench an extra 5 kilos, but it's like, no, that is special. That is so special, because it makes you think that you've got that little bit better, which you have. but having that mental association with what you're doing makes you go back and do it again, and then you get better, and then you build your brain up even more, man.
And it can be a bench press, then a deadlift, and a shoulder press. There's so many mini goals that come in with fitness. It could be running an extra K, running a K faster. Like, there's so many different avenues for progression in fitness. And I think that's why it becomes like a lean on for everyone, and why everyone loves it. Like yourself, noticing how much it's kind of progress your mental health.
Such a common ground for everyone, isn't it?
Yeah, to just have these little wins that just spark like some dopamine, some serotonin, just some feeling a little better than you did because you did something better than you could.
You could PB every day if you wanted to, like with some different movement. There's a Russian weightlifting coach who does that with his weightlifters, and he has a different movement for them to do super often, so that they're always coming back and touching on a movement they haven't done in a while, but because they've gotten stronger over that period of time, they're constantly getting like 0.5 kg of a PB, so it builds them up, and he thinks that's more important than just working on the movements and slowly getting PBs. But if we can get one PB every day, even if it's only 500 grams, then they're going to get so good over a year.
Well, still progressive overload.
Yeah, progressive overload, exactly.
Yeah, that's really good. That's really, really smart. It's just seeing, like, when I first got into the gym, I was so, like, scrawny. I, like, barely left the house. I was just the
You're
biggest,
a gamer.
I was the biggest crumble. I just lived for streaming and, that grind. And then I think just seeing, after, like a few weeks even, because I'm naturally very skinny and have a fast metabolism, so I put on muscle quite quick, and I was eating a lot. I wanted to put on weight because I lost 10 kilos. Yeah. So when I started going to the gym, I weighed 50. I weigh 75 now. And just seeing my body transform into like, not that I'm a complete athlete, but it's seeing the muscle and like the build and like you walk with better posture. You're confident, and that's
come into a room differently.
That's why I like just preach about the gym to people. I'm just like, I know it sounds cliche, but like it transforms your life, like, or like just being physical. Like it's not me. I'm not trying to say you got to go to the gym to be like healthy or fit. It's like, it's just it teaches you like a sense of discipline.
We always say that here, like we talk about the gym so much, and we're trying to not sound so gym bro-y, but it's really hard because every time you're like,
so good, bro.
You're like get in the gym, and it's like, shut up, man. You just like, you're a PT, so it's easy to say that, but I'm like, no, I mean it, man, because I want people to see from our side of things, from how much it can change your life, you know, because it really can. And it's nothing about you need to have good looking biceps or you need to have good looking arms. It's just like, I just want you to be happy. I just want you to be that little bit happy.
And that's the big thing that people like miss. They go, oh, I've got to lose weight. I've got to go build muscle.
It's like, no, you get to go to the gym
to feel better.
You
go in and guess what? You come out feeling better, and that feeling better, it should be. That's for some people. That's all it should be. You know what I mean? And myself, like I go down the avenue wanting to compete and all those kind of things, but a big pinnacle of me still going is I feel freaking good for my day after it. So I'm gonna keep doing it because I feel good.
And it gets lost in the mix when I consider myself a professional athlete. So where you're like posting about that, it seems like that is your motivation. And to an extent it is when you're trying to be a professional athlete, but a big part of it, and at least 50% of it, is I just want to preach to people that it makes me happy and it makes my mental health so much better. Like I wouldn't be here without the gym and without physical fitness.
I agree with you, bro. Totally.
I try to preach that without it getting lost in the mix of posting about me being an athlete and getting this time and being faster than this person and slower than this person, and it's not about that. It's really not about
at all.
that.
I think that like the way that you go about it, with you compete in these things, you're going to be there and you do well in these events, but then you also have conversations like this with people like me that are not at all at a competitive level like you or even Jaden. It's like we talk about mental health and we have relatable conversations, as well as you are excelling in this field, which I think is really good for what both of you guys do online, as you guys are both at a good level of competing in whatever field it is, but you also are talking about your mental health and other endeavors that you're into, like music or
respect,
whatever else. I think it's really, really good.
And what about the other side of things? We're talking about like doing all this stuff and trying all this and building yourself up. What about on the other side of, you should do that, but you can also do so much that you burn yourself out as well. And I'm sure you've experimented or come across streaming 5 times a day, bro, working full time. Where does it first come up for you? Where do you know, like, shit, I'm a bit burnt out here?
Honestly, 5 days feels like a walk in the park right now, because I used to do 7. And that used to be...
So 7 days you felt the burnout?
No, like it just depended. If I was playing the same game, because when I burnt out originally, I was playing Fortnite 7 days a week for like 5 to 8 hours a day, and I would stream the entire thing, and I was growing like quick on Twitch and YouTube and everything, but I think towards the end I was like, dude, you've streamed, because I used to stream like just over 200 hours a month. So if you divide that by how many days are in a month or whatever, that works out to be whatever it is. And when I realized like this is
work. Yeah.
Well, yeah, on top of working as well. So I was like, I'm just so tired. Like I feel like I don't sleep properly. I'm like not actually having time to myself or
Always
my friends or my partner at the time or whatever. So now 5 days I feel is quite easy because I stream at night when what am I going to be doing at night? Watching Netflix? Like such a waste of time.
Rather
so
be on.
Fits in perfect.
Fits in perfect. And then also I hang out with my roommate's my best friend. So me and him hang out and we chat about, we both play the same, I play FIFA in my downtime. I stream Fortnite, but I love FIFA. So we talk about that. We both play sport now as well.
Yeah.
Go kick the ball around, still work out in between. And if I'm not training or playing sport in the mix, my mental health does, like, that's when I get burnt out. If I'm in the gym while I'm streaming, completely fine.
There you go.
I need that outlet. Yeah.
You need that outlet.
Yeah.
Dope, man.
Do you train before stream or stream before train?
Train before stream all the time. So I train straight from work and then, but on days like, if I have a tournament, let's say like in the morning on a Sunday or something, I usually work Sunday mornings. I'll come home, get a coffee straight away. I'll stream for like 4 hours and then straight from there I'll go to the gym because I'm can't sit at this computer anymore. I want a standing desk, bro, because I just got sick of it. Like
they help your posture as well.
Does, bro, and I feel like my aim's worse. Like for sure, I'm
really?
nowhere near as good at Fortnite.
Damn.
But like I just feel so much better. Like I'm just like, I hate sitting down for too long.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Fucking epic, bro. No, I love the chats, I love the vibe, and I love your vulnerability, and that definitely comes through in your content as well. Even if it's just like seeing your story posts of just like, it's such a normalized thing for you of just like, hey, I'm just taking a mental health day, like, and that's not a lot of people wouldn't say that, you know, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get
and
you.
People would keep that to themselves, but you just putting that out there and just being like, hey, I'm just taking a mental health day to look after myself, it normalizes the fact that people should be doing that and allows people to feel a bit more validated when they do that for themselves, which I can really appreciate, bro.
Oh, thank you, man. For real. I appreciate that, man.
No, not at all. Man, at the end of the podcast, we do a little segment where we like to try and put a finite value on the things that we're chasing over the next 12 months.
Okay.
So I'll go first and you'll get more of an idea for it as we go. I want, by the end of the year, 500k streams over all platforms combined.
Yep.
And 50k followers on all platforms combined as well.
Okay.
And we always say this, but we try not to follow those numbers too much. But at the moment, when we're up and coming, those metrics are useful for traffic, bro. So
yeah, they are.
It doesn't have to be followers or likes or whatever it is, but something that is a numerical value that you can say, I did get this or I didn't get this at the end of the year, rather than just, I want to work on myself.
Yeah.
It's got to be something, and that could be gym related, it could be streaming related, it could be relationships related, whatever it is. Jay's, yours changed last episode.
I changed mine.
Hey?
So mine originally with the shop, because I'm manager, I do the banking every week, so we see what numbers we hit every week. And I hit 23 grand last week, so we're actually pretty close to that numeric 25.
Let's
but I'm
go.
putting that to the side. That's still going to happen. I say it's going to happen because it will. Still the goal. It's still going to be an outcome. But yeah, myself on my little fitness page I created, it's just getting traction, and now I'm like kind of closer to the line of like that 1,000 follower mark. And I look at the grand scheme of things like, man, if I can get enough followers, that's going to show you companies I have good engagement. I get pretty engaging with my people on there. So if I can get that up, I can end up looking at things like free supplements, stuff like that. So like, there's going to be leverage with that. So my numeric goal being get to 1,000 followers by the end of the year. How I'm going to do that by posting at least 2 reels, or getting content out each week that's relatable and it's useful and it's good for people. So yeah. Get that up to them. 1,000 followers.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, it's small, but like in progressive in 10 years.
It don't matter if it's small, bro. It's
the small steps. I like the small steps, and 10-year plan. We're there, baby.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to look at, and no pressure as well, bro. If it comes to your head and you're like, oh yeah, this would be cool, we just encourage people to think about it, and hopefully it gets people at home to think about, oh, what could I maybe set goals for in the next 12 months?
Yeah,
so
totally.
If anything pops to your head, bro.
Yeah, I actually think about this kind of crap all the time.
Do you?
All the time, yeah. So I used to put like a lot of pressure on myself numbers wise. So I actually made a mental health video about this not that long ago, but it was saying, instead of putting a number on like the analytic for whatever it is, like let's say I want to be on a certain amount of subscribers or views or whatever. If I didn't hit it, that would like, it'd be like taking a punch to the gut. You know, like it'd be why didn't I hit that? So instead I changed my goal to how many times a week or how many hours a week are you going to work on this, rather than hitting that actual goal.
Yeah.
So my goal was I just wanted to stream consistently 4 to 5 days a week for however many hours I can handle. But normally I try to do about 2 or 3 before I just get stir crazy. I wanted to start playing sport. So I did start playing sport, and I wanted to still be active in the gym 5 days a week. YouTube, I would really love to average, like if I was to put a number on it, I would love to eventually be getting 100k views a month. That would be my goal. At the moment I'm getting around 50 to 70k, which is good. I don't really care about the sub number because that doesn't really matter too much. It's just a bit of a flex, if anything. But 100k views a month would be nice.
Just keep the engagement there.
Yeah, exactly.
The traffic.
TikTok would be, I'd like to have a couple months where I hit a mil views. That'd be nice. But at the moment it's sitting on like around 200k, 100k, which is nice, bro. I would like sitting around like a little bit more is good. You can always want more, but I'm happy with that right now. And I just want to keep doing stuff I enjoy. Like if I don't enjoy it, don't force myself to do it. Like just be in tune with, are you enjoying this game? Are you enjoying playing with this person? Do you want to try something else? And like I always just want to be okay with trying new things. I think that's my goal, is being okay with change.
Fuck yeah, bro. It's been a pleasure, man. Thank you for coming on. It's really nice to meet you in the flesh.
Thank you very much.
And I think we're going to do an ice bath now. We were talking about it. So if you see it cut to that, some vlog footage of us jumping in, then enjoy that too. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. This has been episode 12, and we love you guys heaps. Peace.